Yes students, in today's video we will continue exercise 7.2. In previous video I have explained up to 25th sum. Now today we will start from question number 26. So in question number 26 you will find the integration of cos root x divided by root x with respect to dx. As all of you know that we are doing substitution method in this exercise. So here also we will use same method. In this sum you will put root x is equals to t, then differentiating both side with respect to x, you will get 1 by 2 root x into dx. This is equals to dt. Now here this 1 by root x into dx, this is equals to twice of dt. Use these two results here in the given statement. If you are taking root x is equal to t, it becomes cos t, and this 1 by root x into dx, this is equals to 2 into dt. 2 is constant term, that's why you can take this 2 common outside the integration. And all of you know that what is the formula for integration of cos. Integration of cos is sine, integration of cos t with respect to t is sine t, plus integration constant c, and in the last step in place of t put the value of t. What is t? T is equals to root x. So in place of t write down root x plus c. What is c here? C is integration constant. So this is question number 26. Same method we will use in remaining sums also. Now see next question, question number 27. In question number 27, find the integration of sine 2x root. Inside the root sine 2x is written here and cos 2x is written without root. And all of you know that what is derivative of sine 2x? Derivative of sine 2x is cos 2x into derivative of 2x means 2. And if derivative of sine 2x is present in the statement, it means you will put sine 2x is equals to t. If you are taking sine 2x is equals to t, again differentiating both sides with respect to x, derivative of sine 2x is cos 2x into derivative of 2x is 2. This is equals to dt. In the given statement use these two results. This root sign remains as it is. In place of sine 2x write down t. Now cos 2x into dx, this is equals to dt by 2. 1 by 2 is integration constant, taking it outside common. Now it becomes root t into dt, and now very easily you can integrate. You can find the integration of root t. This root t can be written as t raised to power half. Here you will use the formula of integration of t raised to power n. So by using this formula, integration is t raised to power half plus 1, this is 3 by 2. You will divide it by 3 by 2 plus integration constant. See, this 2 is cancelled with 2, and in the last step in place of t put the value of t. What is t? T is sine 2x. So this is the answer. Now in question number 28, statement is find the integration of cos x divided by root 1 plus sin x. Now all of you know that derivative of 1 plus sin x, 1 is constant term, derivative is 0. Derivative of sin x is cos x. So complete derivative of 1 plus sin x is cos x, which is present in the statement. That's why in this sum you will put 1 plus sin x is equal to t. Again differentiating both sides with respect to x, then you will get cos x into dx, which is equals to dt. So in place of cos x into dx write down dt. In place of 1 plus sin x write down t. It becomes 1 by root t into dt, and 1 by root t it can be written as t raised to power minus half. Now integrating it, when you will integrate it, t raised to power minus half plus 1, it becomes plus half divided by plus half plus integration constant c, and in the last step in place of t write down value of t, which is equals to 1 plus sin x. This half can be written as root, and this 1 by 2 shift this 2 here and plus c. This is the answer. Now see in question number 29. Statement is find the integration of cot x into log of sin x. Now here also see very carefully what will you take t, and derivative of t also should be there. So if you see here, if you are taking log sin x is equals to t, all of you know that derivative of log x is 1 by x, derivative of log sin x is 1 by sin x into derivative of sin x, and derivative of sin is cos x into dx, this is equals to dt, and cos by sin it becomes cot. So cot x into dx, this is equals to dt, and cot is also present in the statement. So that's why you will put log sin x is equal to t. Using these two results here in the statement, this cot x into dx, this is equals to dt, and this log sin x is equals to t. Write down here t. Now integration is t square by 2 plus c, in place of t write down log of sin x whole square divided by 2 plus integration constant c. So this is question number 29. Now next we will start question number 30. In 30th sum, question number 30 and 31, these two are similar. I am explaining question number 30. Question number 31 you will try yourself. In 30th sum, statement is find the integration of sin x divided by 1 plus cos x. In question number 32, in place of 1 plus cos x, only square is given to you. So you will do yourself question number 31. I am explaining question number 30. In this sum also, derivative of 1 plus cos x is minus sin x. So here you will take 1 plus cos x is equals to t. Derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x into dx, which is equals to dt. You can shift this minus sign on this side. In place of sin x into dx, write down minus dt. Taking this minus side common, in place of 1 plus cos x write down t, it becomes 1 by t. Now what is integration of 1 by t? Log t. So write down here log t plus integration constant c. In the last step, in place of t put the value of t, which is equals to 1 plus cos x plus integration constant c. Now question number 31 is similar to question number 30th. You will do yourself this question number 31. Next I am explaining question number 32, and this question number 32 is most important. This is little bit different from these sums, so see very carefully this sum. Question number 32. What is the statement? In question number 32, find the integration of 1 by 1 plus cot x. Now derivative of cot is not given to you in the statement, so you will not take 1 plus cot x is equal to t here. If in the numerator minus cosecant square x is given to you, then you can put 1 plus cot x is equal to t. But now derivative of 1 plus cot x is not present in the statement. So how you will simplify it? Firstly, using substitution method, firstly we will simplify it. Cot can be written as cos x by sin x. Now taking LCM of these two terms, when you will take LCM, LCM will be sin x, and it becomes sin x plus cos x. You can shift this sin x here, means now it becomes sin x divided by sin x plus cos x. Now in this sum also, you cannot put sin plus cos also t, because this is not derivative of sin x plus cos x. So what will you do in this case? See next step, you will multiply and divide it by 2. This 2 multiplied with sin x, it becomes 2 sin x, and this 2 taking outside the integration, it becomes 1 by 2, because when you will multiply and divide by same number, then result will remain same. Now see, this 2 sin x can be written as sin x plus sin x, because sin x plus sin x is equal to 2 sin x. In the next step, you will add cos x and subtract cos x, because when you will add and subtract same term, then again also result will remain same as it is. Now see very carefully, when you will take the sin x plus cos x with this term, then it becomes 1. And here second part, sin x minus cos x, this is divided by sin x plus cos x. Now two terms are there in this integration. This is first term, this is second term. Integration of first term 1, very easily you can find out integration of 1 is x with respect to x. And in this part you will use substitution method, and if you see very carefully, derivative of sin x plus cos x is present here in the numerator. That's why for this second part you will put sin x plus cos x is equals to t, then derivative of sin x is cos x, derivative of cos is minus sin x, this is equals to dt. But in this case sin x minus cos x is given to you. If you take minus sign common here, then it becomes minus sin x and it becomes plus. So you can write down it minus of dt by t. So in this way you can find out integration of this second part, and in first part only 1 is written, that's why integration of 1 is x with respect to x. So in this way you will complete this sum. So question number 33 is also similar as question number 32. 31 is similar to question number 30. 33 is similar to 32. That's why question number 31 and 32, these two questions you will do yourself. Now I am explaining question number 34. In question number 34, statement is find the integration of root tangent x divided by sin x into cos x. See this sum very carefully. In this sum we will multiply and divide denominator by cos x. Now what is the purpose of this step? When you will multiply and divide it by cos, then after multiplying and divide, this sin by cos, it becomes tangent, and cos into cos, it becomes cos square x. Now root tangent x is cancelled with tangent x, it becomes 1 by root tangent x, and when you will shift this cos square in the numerator, then all of you know that reciprocal of cos is secant square, and which is derivative of tangent. Now very easily you can use substitution method here. Put tangent x is equals to t. Why we are taking tangent x is equal to t? Because derivative of tangent x, which is equals to secant square x, this is present in the statement. So that's why the secant square x into dx becomes dt, and this root tangent x becomes root t. Now after that you can do yourself. After that just find out integration of this. Now see last sum of this video. In question number 35, what is the statement? Find the integration of, in question number 35, find the integration of, just wait students, I am noting down the statement. In the question number 35, statement is 1 plus log x whole square divided by x. This sum is very simple, because in this sum if you put 1 plus log x is equals to t, then derivative of 1 plus log is, derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of log x is 1 by x, which is present in the statement. That's why 1 by x into dx is equals to dt. So use these two results here, it becomes t square into dt. Now after that integration is t cube by 3 plus integration constant c, and in the last step in place of t write down 1 plus log x. So I have explained up to question number 35. Remaining sums of this exercise you will try yourself. I hope all of you understood this method, substitution method, very clearly. Thank you.